Welcome to
the
Podband
Podband
Pipecast, the premier pipe band podcast.
That's the one.
So
Our audio didn't
we
record
messed
quite
it up.
right. I fell asleep
Yeah,
recording the video.
I also fell asleep.
The host ran away basically.
They did a great episode with Ed Best. It was like an hour long. And we didn't get any of Ed's audio.
Yes.
So like you said, they stormed out. And now we're here left to do the podcast.
Yes.
We're the crew, by the way. I record all the audio and everything and edit the show.
I record the video.
And here we are.
Yes, here we are.
So,
who are you?
Yeah, I'm Alex. I play bass drum in the Mesa Caledonian Pipe Band. And I'm married to Adela, one of the hosts of the show. I guess most of the time is a host.
Right.
What about you?
I'm Sean, and I don't do anything in the band other than carry your bass drum around.
Yeah.
And I'm married to Kaylee, who's usually the host of the show.
Right. So yeah, I mean, I guess let's just talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into it. We'll still talk about pipe bands. We're not going to stop that.
No. I could talk a little bit about them.
Yeah. So what's it like being a part of the pipe band but not in the pipe band?
It's real easy for me. I don't have to do any of the practices.
Yeah.
So I get to go places and I just gotta lug around some stuff before the games and after the games. But during the stuff, I don't have to do jack. I sleep and I eat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's good. I still have to do stuff. I'm in the band, so that, I
You
just
have
do
to
the regular
tune.
stuff. Yeah, I tune. You get to sit sometimes. That's fun.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But not as much as me. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
And during the trip, remember the trip to Scotland?
Yeah.
We spent a night where we stayed up very late,
Mm-hmm.
and the next day you guys had to get up for band practice
Right.
in the morning.
Like early in the morning. It was like 8 or something.
Yeah,
I
you know.
don't know.
And you know what I did?
What?
I just slept.
Nice.
I just slept until Kaylee came back.
So, when were you introduced to the world of pipe? I guess were you immediately introduced when you started dating Kaylee, or was it like a slow, like they slowly indoctrinated you into it?
Yeah, it was a slow indoctrination.
Okay.
Very. Yeah. I guess I knew
Did
about
they start?
it.
Did they start like leaving, like St. Andrew's crosses around the house to get you used to it, and like?
Yeah, I guess that's what it was. It
They
was just
would listen to a bagpipe
it was
tune
so
and be like, "Dang, this is good."
it was such
right?
a slow indoctrination that I don't even recall the beginnings of
Mhm.
it. Like, I think I knew that Kaylee was in a pipe band before I started dating her.
Okay.
And I knew that, she had a lot of accolades and whatnot in the piping world. And I was just like, I didn't even know this thing existed.
Right.
She told me she was a tenor drummer, and I imagined her being a tenor drummer like a marching band.
Yeah, the marching tenors, like
Which-
the
Yeah, I'm aware of, 4 and then the little.
yeah.
Uh,
Sometimes
and-
there's 2 little ones.
Sure, but
I know that.
I didn't see any of that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a girl with a single drum,
Right.
but she did flourishes, which
Mhm.
the other tenor drummers don't do. So,
Yeah. They don't. Well, they're kind of like,
well, yeah, they're hitting. And yeah, I guess they can kind of switch.
if they had like tassels on it, it might look cool.
Sure. But what about yourself? How did you get connected with the band?
Yeah.
Did you enter the band and then meet Adela, and then enter the band?
No, yeah, I met Adela and then entered the band. So I was in marching band with Adela.
Okay.
So in like high school. So I joined because some of my friends were in marching band, and then met her there. She kind of like taught me how to play. I started playing the vibraphone in the front ensemble section.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, and she played the marimba. And then she was in pipe band, and I also had another friend who was in the pipe band at that point. And he's no longer in the pipe band, but so they were like trying to get me to join, and I didn't really want to. Not for any like particular reason, just because like, it's hard to like start doing things. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I'm like, gonna like
Right, and
add
it's
to
not
my
like you-
schedule.
It's not like you seeked it out.
Right, yeah. So yeah, then I eventually did like cave and join, and I started playing as a tenor drummer.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Okay.
originally for like a little bit, and then Mesa Caledonian's bass drummer was moving to a different band, and so they're like, "Does anybody want to play bass drum?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I'll do it, whatever." And that's how it happened.
That's a big responsibility because
Yeah.
there's only one basser.
I wasn't super good at tenor, so I was like, maybe I'll be better at this. Then.
And you were.
Yeah,
You're good.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
I
thank you
appreciate-
for saying that.
Well, as your bag man, I could say that you're a very good. Like, I'm your caddy and you're the
Mhm.
golfer. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm glad I'm caddying for this guy.
Yeah, thank you. So, like, yeah, what is your experience from viewing the band outside of it?
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, like as an entity or
right,
Okay.
or just
It's weird.
yeah,
It's just weird. Like only weird people would seek out doing a like pipe band
Mhm.
thing. At least
Sure.
in the States. You know, in
I agree.
you know, in the
I'm not disagreeing.
in like the UK it makes sense because that's part of your culture and everything. But here in the States, like I never grew up with it. And, like
Yeah,
I'm part English and Scottish and like
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff, and I hadn't never even heard of it really, other than like at funerals.
right. Well, and that's like the thing that was really weird to me when we went to Scotland was like when you go to their Highland games and stuff like that. It's
Mm.
just like it's like a state fair. Like
Yeah.
it's just they have like fair food. It's just like a cool place to hang out. But like here, it's like they make it seem like it's like the Renaissance fair, but for Scotland.
Right.
And
Yeah, people dress up.
it's like I don't know who. Like there is an audience for it. I'm not trying to like be I'm not trying to like say it's wrong. I'm just saying it was strange
Yeah.
entering into the world of bagpipes and drums to like see that people like do love this and like have a deep connection to it,
Mhm.
just because like I had no reference for it at all when I first joined.
Right. And like it's like a subculture thing
Yeah, exactly.
where like I just didn't even know it existed, and then suddenly I'm engulfed in it.
Yeah.
So every Friday night, Kaylee goes to practice, and I go to my parents' house, and that's
Mhm.
just something that is not gonna be a usual experience for anyone else who's married.
Right. Especially yeah, like what do you guys have like a routine at your parents' house when it's practice night?
I go over there and I eat, and then
Nice.
we watch like Netflix or something.
Cool.
And then it comes around 9 o'clock, and then I say, "All right, peace out." Kaylee's coming home.
Yeah. Do your parents have any opinion about the pipe bands?
Yeah.
Are they just like it's nice to have my boy home?
No, my dad did tell me though, when I was, engaged and getting married, he's like, you're not only marrying Kaylee, you're also kind of marrying this band thing because like she's gonna be doing this for the rest of her life,
Right.
and that's weird. But and I was like, yeah, I guess that's just how it is. That's just life.
hmm
So I don't know. How about you on the opposite side of things?
Yeah, I don't know. My parents, they're whatever about it. Like,
Sure. It's
Yep.
also engulfed your brother, right?
yeah, my brother recently joined. He's playing bass drum in our grade 5 band that we just started.
Right.
So that's cool because he also came from marching band in high school and stuff like that. So similar to me.
Right.
He played like some other instruments, like brass instruments. I played mainly percussion.
Brass instrument is a good instrument.
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about your musical history.
Okay.
Where did you start?
I started at 8 years old with guitar,
Nice.
and that's my primary instrument.
Mm-hmm.
But then in a band, I was told that in order to be in jazz band, which is the only band that had guitar,
Yeah.
that I would need to have 2 years experience in like concert
Playing.
band.
Oh, like literally playing it in a band.
Like in concert bands.
weird.
So I had to play, either woodwind or brass instrument.
Mhm.
We did some tryout stuff, and I landed on euphonium. So
Oh,
that's the one that I play for, concert style.
nice.
Yeah, and that's the one I did for marching band. So
Yeah.
lots
Did
of
you ever
marching
go
band
back to
people.
playing guitar in jazz band?
Oh yeah, I did. I did
Okay.
guitar and jazz band. Yeah, yeah. 2 years later, I was able to get into jazz
I thought
band.
it was just like they were just tricking you.
No,
into
no. They
playing something else.
No, they did it, and so I played in jazz band. I played guitar in that, but
All
I
right.
haven't touched baritone in a while. But I still keep up the guitar every week. So,
Yeah, yeah, nice.
yourself though.
Yeah, I, my dad has always played guitar like ever since I was a little kid. So like I've always kind of played guitar a little bit.
Sure.
I never like actually learned until like high school when I actually started to learn how to play guitar.
Okay.
But like in like a performance aspect, I started cello in 4th grade, I think.
Dang, that's
Yeah,
real young
4th grade.
actually.
Yeah. That was like I think the first year you could join orchestra, or maybe it was like 3rd grade you could join orchestra. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Mhm.
And then I started playing. I played bass for a little bit. And then halfway through the school year, I moved schools and just like stopped doing orchestra.
Okay.
I don't remember why specifically, but you know, it is what it is. And then after I moved schools, I like stopped doing band stuff until junior year of high school when I
wow.
also played guitar for jazz band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's funny how we have that connection, and our wives are also
Yeah,
got
that's
the tenor
interesting.
drum connection.
And then after at my senior year, that's when I officially joined like marching band, concert band, and everything like that. And I was just like all into the percussion stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very nice. Yeah, I did.
because that's what when I like was in when I started getting into in high school, I started dabbling with like playing music just like recreationally, not like as a band, and so I got really into piano, and that's why I wanted to join front ensemble because
Oh, right.
it's vibraphone, marimba, they're kind of like big pianos.
Right.
So I was like, I know how to play this. Like I know how the notes work and everything.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
How does any of that make you feel about like pipe band?
I mean, it helps me appreciate the music more than I think I would have.
Sure.
Like you always, I mean, people who aren't in the bagpipe world, you know, their default opinion of bagpipes is like they're annoying. And I'm sure if I like didn't have an appreciation for music and musicality and everything like that, I probably would have had the same opinion if I joined the band. But since I had that musical background and like the music theory training and everything like that, I think it helped me appreciate bagpipes more than I probably would have.
All right. So
did you have that?
well, mentioning that it's annoying music,
Yeah.
it makes me laugh because I have that quote that like I always think about when I think about like bagpipes themselves. It's from Arrested Development.
Oh, right,
from
right.
the Netflix one where it was like, I don't know if this is good music played poorly or if it's bad music played well.
Yeah.
But there it is.
And have you like learned how to tell at least like a little bit more?
I'm still really bad about telling what's bad and what's good.
I mean, I'm not an expert either on bagpipe stuff. I've never touched a set of pipes or anything like that, so I don't know. I wouldn't claim I'm an expert in knowing if something is good or bad.
No, but being the bassist, you should know at least if someone's messing you up.
Right. I can tell like tempos and like unison in terms of like playing the notes and everything like that. But I can't tell if like a soloist is like, well, I could try. I can like kind of wing it maybe, but like I shouldn't be a judge is what I'm saying.
Right. No. I can't get into the minutia.
Right.
But I can kind of like in general. Yeah, they did all right. That's pretty good, I guess. But when it's real bad, yeah, I could tell that it's real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some times when it's like, oh,
are there any
that probably shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. I guess had you had any experience with the culinary aspect of Scottish tradition before
that's probably the greatest gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had never tried haggis, but I'm a brave boy, and I usually will try something unless it's just way out of left field.
Yeah.
I won't try an eyeball or anything like that. But if it's
I
pretty
try
good,
an eyeball.
you try. Well, I'm not gonna do that. I'll try it, and so the idea of haggis is kind of disgusting.
Right, like I mean, that's like most food, to be honest.
But I'm a Southern man, so I've had some really weird stuff that turns out really good, and so I tried it at a games. That was the first time I had it, and number one fan.
Yeah.
I had it so many times.
The first time I had haggis, I think I bought it at the first games I went to, and it was like canned haggis, and it was awful. Like it was very bad, and it put me off from haggis for like years.
Okay.
And I think the first time I officially tried haggis was when we were in Scotland, and I was like, we're here. They make it right. It's good.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty good. So don't buy canned haggis unless there's a good brand out there. I don't know.
I have a can of haggis in the cupboard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you eat it?
No. I got it though. Like I got it. I'm like, yeah. You want some haggis? I got some right
There
here.
you pop it open.
Pop it open. It might be bad by now, but I get it when I go to the games.
I'm all about like sausage rolls. That's
I like
what
those
I like.
too. I like all them all.
The ones
I probably have had a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones they have at games here are not really good because it's kind of just like a hot dog,
Okay.
and I like a bratwurst or something like a
Something with
real
an actual
sausage in it.
casing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the hot dog ones are no good. You guys gotta stop that. Is what I'm saying.
They're just trying to be cheap,
Yeah.
you know.
And then how do you just keep us on the culinary route?
Mhm.
How do you feel about Iron Brew?
I don't drink that.
No?
No. I haven't tasted it.
Really?
Yeah, and the reason why is because this is a Coca-Cola household.
Oh,
And
right.
I'm not gonna drink anything
Right.
other than Coca-Cola, water. Those are basically the only two things I'll drink,
this guy over here.
and then beers and stuff.
Well, sure. Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of cola, I don't stray too far from Coke.
Well, that's not a cola. Well, is that what you call like
It's a
soda?
soda. Yeah,
You call it cola?
I'm from Florida, man. It's
Is
all
that what people
it's all Coca-Cola. It's all Coca-Cola.
But is that what people from Florida call soda?
I guess so. Yeah, it's just innate in me.
What
I'm
is-
just like,
What is a cola? Is it made from? It's made from like a plant, right?
Yeah,
like the
sure.
root of a plant.
yeah, I
The
guess
cola plant?
maybe, but it's all cola.
Who could
to
say?
me.
Really, no one knows. Truly, science is yet to figure it out.
Don't make fun of me for this. This is the one thing that I'm like, nah, I'm a Florida boy. It's all Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
What kind of Coke do you want? Is what it is.
right.
They're like, yeah, give me a Coke. Which one do you want? Coca-Cola. Okay,
What-
got it.
do you stray from the straight Coke? Do you go like a cherry Coke?
I'll
Vanilla
try
Coke?
it, but I don't. I generally just take the regular. So
Yeah.
I've tried the vanilla. I've tried the cherry.
I like vanilla.
I just stick with the regular.
I'm all about vanilla myself.
See, vanilla kind of reminds me of a float.
Oh yeah.
So I might as well just have a float. Like I'll have a float. But
Did you ever? Well, no, I guess you hadn't. I don't know if they still make it. They used to make like Pepsi Lime. Man, that stuff was
yeah,
good.
yeah.
That was good. I'm
No.
more of a Pepsi man, honestly.
You know what? I'll try Pepsi because basically, like, you know, you go to a restaurant, they're like, and you're like, hey, can I get a Coke? And they're like, is Pepsi all right? I'm just like, yeah, that's fine. My mom is like, nah, just give
No.
me water. It's fine.
Truly a Coke household. Anyway,
Totally.
pipe band stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
What do you feel about Iron Brew? Tell me.
I like it. It's good. I
It
think
is?
it's good. It's like a lot of people describe it as like orange bubblegum,
Okay.
and like that's pretty accurate. I don't know if do they officially say what the flavor is?
No.
It is a very unique
It's
flavor.
orange.
Like yeah, it's orange.
Yeah.
It's not like Fanta though.
No.
It's
And
like
it's not
definitely
like
not.
Fanta
Yeah.
in Scotland.
That's what we learned when going to Scotland. Is I guess in Europe, Fanta is different than it is here.
Yeah, it looks just like a.
It's
like
better,
a
I think.
carbonated orange juice.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah.
But here it's like purple drink. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah, it's
Except
like
it's
orange
orange.
flavored, like sweet syrup, basically.
Right.
But I really liked it out there. That when we were in Scotland, that's like I drank that a lot.
You drank it more?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
I would get it like when we were at a games or something. I would get Fanta,
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Fanta. I don't know how do you say it.
Fanta. I mean, you could say Fanta if you want.
I don't know. I do that all the time with stuff. I feel like I never have like one way to pronounce things, like pecan or pecan. Like it's just however I'm feeling that day, you know.
Yeah, that's a weird thing about me. It's most Southerners would say it's pecan, but I say pecan because I'm American and American. That's
Sure.
just something I say.
Sure. How you feel about how you feel about kilts? I guess like the perspective I'm trying to come from for this episode is like figuring out how an outsider like you
Yeah.
feels about the pipe band,
Yeah,
because
I'm
I
pretty
know
much an outsider. Yeah.
because I know your perspective. I mean, everyone knows your perspective. I think, except for people who were born into the pipe band world. I think like there was a time when I didn't know anything about bagpipes, and I was like, kilts are weird, man.
Yeah, I thought kilts were just skirts, but there's more to it than that.
Yeah,
there's more fabric.
It's like a
and-
cultural thing too, which is it's very interesting. And like I like wearing them. They're nice.
Yeah.
Like they're very comfortable and easy to wear,
I don't
like the kids say.
I don't have one, but yeah, I don't have an issue with them or anything like that.
Yeah.
Looks,
They're
looks
cool.
good. They look good on you.
Look good. Do you like any other aspects of the uniform? Do you like the style of a pipe band?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, sure. Like, not many people pull off the vest well, but pipe bands all seem to have vests, right?
Yeah, most do, I think.
It's
Yeah,
good.
I like it. It's that was strange for me too. I don't know if any of this is interesting, by the way, about talking about it.
Well, that's fine.
But you usually see like a well, I guess pipe bands sometimes do wear jackets over vests, but it's like
Right.
it's hard to rock the vest no jacket look.
Which sometimes we get to do because we're in Arizona. It's very hot.
Exactly.
And so they're like, yeah, don't wear the jacket. It's
But
fine.
you never see anybody like normally wearing vest no jacket unless they're like a nerd
Yeah.
or like a teacher.
hmm Or if it was like the 90s. I
Yeah,
think there was a
yeah.
time in the 90s people wore vests.
Or like you don't wear like a buttoned vest. Like you could wear like a leather vest,
Yeah.
like a biker or
Yeah.
something.
Or like Uncle Jesse. From
Yeah.
Full House.
Or
Yep. Uncle Jesse from
who
Full
am I
House.
thinking of? Like there's I feel like there's someone else who wore like white t-shirt, black vest. Han Solo.
I don't know. Did he? Oh yeah, he did.
I think
didn't
that is
he?
who I was thinking of. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Man, that's a cool guy right there.
yeah, he's cool. Oh, you know what? What I have to tell you when it comes to the clothing part is
Yeah.
the tie.
What about it?
You guys don't know how to tie ties a lot of the time. So
I know how to tie ties.
I know you do. But in the financial world,
Oh
suit,
yeah.
I had to wear a suit every day, so I know how to tie a tie.
Because you were like a bank teller, or did you do more than
Yeah,
that?
I started there. I started as a teller, and then I moved up here
Right.
and there, banker, financial advisor, all that kind
So
of stuff.
you know about dressing nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was one day when you guys changed ties.
Right. We got like new ties a few years ago, I think.
Right. And it was almost like chaos on that day. Because it seems like you guys just loosen your tie
Yeah.
and then tighten it back up. when
Yeah,
you
some
guys
people
get-
do that. Yeah.
So I did tie a few ties that day when that happened. I was like, oh, people were like, oh, we need to do it as a double Windsor because it looks better as a double
Right.
Windsor. And no one knew how to do it. And I was like, I got this.
Do you know like did you practice like weird tie configurations? I know there's like
Yes, there's some weird ones. No, I never did that because I felt that was a little pretentious.
right.
But I did the simple ones. You
Yeah.
know, single, doubles.
the
you know,
Windsors, the
yeah,
classics.
Yeah. And those are the ones I did the most.
Yeah. Why don't you join? Like I guess I don't want to say it like that. That sounds very
that's
loaded.
Fine. No, fine.
But have you ever thought about joining? Would you have the interest to join a pipe band?
Yeah, I've thought about it at times, but I'm already doing other things.
Yeah. I mean, and you
Like-
are also basically in the pipe band
Yes.
as like a roadie.
as a roadie. I just don't want the time commitment part of it.
Right.
Because I'm already time committed with other things.
Hmm.
So like my other things, I know I would want them to be number one.
Yeah.
And like for my wife, generally the band stuff is number one.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna stick with like mariachi band,
Yeah. There you go.
which I'm in a mariachi band. So
And you play guitar in that?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's
that's
cool.
my primary instrument. So that's the one I would want to play.
Do you have a lot of history with mariachi music, or how did that come about?
Ugh. One day my band director at church was just like, "You want to join a mariachi band I'm making?" I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Is it? I assume it's like church sponsored or something, or was it just
Yes.
like
no,
I'm forming a mariachi band?
It's basically church sponsored,
Okay.
and he plays the guitarone, which is like
Oh,
the
right.
bass,
The big guitar.
right? And so I help him out, and we play like every week
Nice.
together. Yeah. So that's my time commitment
Yeah.
sink right there.
If you did join the band, what would you play?
I would probably play pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I don't know. It'd be interesting to play a reed instrument because
Right, because you're from the brass family.
right. And I like to do something with my lungs again. You know, because
Yeah,
all the instruments I play now involve just hands.
strumming.
Yeah, strumming.
Have you ever played like a reed instrument? I feel like I tried to play my friend's saxophone one time and I
Sure.
was bad at it.
Sure. So, yeah, I've done basically the same thing that you've done.
Yeah.
Where you try your friend's instruments. So the way that I got to play euphonium was that we did like a tryout thing where my music teacher brought us in and we got to try every single instrument
Oh,
in
wow.
band and then pick based on that.
Yeah.
And so I played every single instrument, and the flute was hard because I couldn't find the exact position I would need, for the hole for the wind.
Mm-hmm.
And then the reed instruments also had that issue too. Well, it's a different issue,
Yeah.
but it was with the reed and everything, and I wasn't getting it to buzz right and all that
Right.
kind of stuff.
That was my issue. Is like I don't know
Right.
what I got to do with my teeth. Like they're all talking about like, oh, you gotta like do some stuff with your tongue, and I'm like, this is complicated.
Yeah.
Like,
So then I moved on to the brass instruments, and that's where I hit like my stride because I can
Mhm.
easily do the buzzing
right.
for it. But the trumpets, like, they have to do it real tight,
Yeah,
real
yeah,
small,
yeah.
and I'm just like, oh, that's a little precise, and like I know they get the melody, and that's fun,
Mhm.
but
That's something that I really appreciated about brass instruments. I like very briefly played baritone at
Right.
school. It's like I don't know why. This might sound dumb. I don't know if it'll sound dumb or not, but it like blew my mind that like this thing there's just like 3 little things on it.
Yeah.
And I can just change the notes by like
pressing it down.
blowing differently.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
you're
that's
right.
weird to
Yeah.
me. Like it's because like guitars, all the notes are there. I just have to like press on them and play them. Or like a piano, I just gotta press it and play it. Even like saxophone or something, like as far as I know, all the notes are generally there. Maybe you could pitch it up and down with your blowing, but like that just like blew my mind that I was like,
So
I just gotta change the way I blow into it.
with the saxophones I talked to, I had some friends in saxophone. They actually have just a single key that changes the octave.
Oh, okay.
So it's an octave key,
Mhm.
and then they continue to play.
That's interesting.
So they don't have to. They also don't really have to do much
Yeah.
in terms of changing those kind of things. But yeah, for brass instruments, we do have to change our
Right.
mouth a little bit.
That was it was like very like galaxy brain for me when I first figured out how to do it, because I was just like, yeah, I just gotta like feel it,
Yeah.
and now it's a higher pitch. Like,
See, I had the issue for a while of the tonguing
oh yeah,
to basically staccato the notes.
right.
And so just the tongue on the top of your teeth.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't do that for a couple years.
You just
There
like
was-
winged it.
Yeah, and then there was like a revelation I had, and then I was like, cool, I can do double tonguing, I can do triple tonguing. Let's
Nice.
do it. But yeah, so we did trumpet. Trombone felt nice. Here's the problem. Trombone, you have to remember the position.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I was
that's-
not gonna do that.
Yeah, no.
So it's like first position, second position. I was like, nah, I want to press the buttons
Mm.
and be pretty much done.
That's the same thing with like getting into like expert level like cello and bass and stuff,
Oh,
or like
yeah.
even violin and
Yeah,
stuff
no
like that.
fretboard.
Because when I played, we were little kids, so they put stickers on our fretboards
Oh,
to
okay.
let us know where all the notes were. So like that's also wild to me. It's same with like you were saying with trombone, where it's just like you just gotta know where the note is. You
Mhm.
just gotta like feel it.
Yeah, and so you have to have a good ear for that.
Yeah.
And I generally don't have a good ear, like while I'm playing something.
Mm-hmm.
Like from a distance, I could, but while I'm there, I'm just like, whatever. I'm playing what I'm playing.
Yeah.
This is how it is.
Anyway,
Then I went to baritone,
mhm.
euphonium, and I was just like, perfect. Feels like a trombone, but it plays with the valves.
Yeah.
So I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it was like basically the easiest way to get the 2 years to get to the jazz band to play
Mhm.
guitar.
Yeah.
That was like the whole thing.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. We just kind of been talking about ourselves, talking about the pipe band. Hopefully, it was interesting for anybody. I don't know where the actual hosts went. Hopefully, they'll come back to the studio soon.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the host house, so
Yeah, so like,
Hopefully she'll come back.
We'll see. Do you want to plug anything while you're here?
No, I don't have anything to plug.
All right. I mean, we have a show.
Do you have a plug?
Yeah. If you go in the description of this video, the link to my YouTube channel is there. We make a show called GWO that you can watch. That's a fake wrestling show that we make. If you're interested in that at all.
If you're not, there's other videos that Alex makes just on the fly.
Yeah. And if you don't like any of that stuff, then just stick with this podcast, because I also make this. So I'm proud of this also.
You're very talented.
Thank you.
Both musically and computerally.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I guess that's it for the show. The hosts, I think, will be back next week. Maybe with Ed Best, too. Maybe that's going to get fixed.
Maybe
They'll come out of their trailers. Who knows? Either way, I mean, if they don't come back, we'll just be here. We'll wait here all week.
Oh, jeez.
If we have to. The whole week we'll be here.
No, I got French onion soup.
You have French onion soup?
I got French onion soup I need to eat.
Forget about the French onion soup.
Oh my god.
The people need their content.
I put cognac in it too.
Oh. Oh.
That nice stuff.
Yeah. Well, see you later, folks.
All right.
That's all.
Thanks for listening, everyone. If you enjoyed this show, then support us on Patreon for exclusive content, as well as the video of us recording this. We'll have special exercises we'll be writing, as well as tips and tricks with tenor drumming and other instruments to come. Subscribe to us on YouTube for some tenor tutorials and possibly other tutorials later on. And like us on Facebook at Podband Pipecast.